Hey YouTube, this is Uncle Momo's music reaction channel where I provide my views on talented artists who have low subscribers and low views, as well as talented artists from around the world. Now once again, I have no idea or the reason why they have low subscribers or low views, but I'm going to bring it to the forefront of my channel for us to view. Now today I'm going to do my best to upload about 6 reactions, and I will let you know on these particular artists as I'm going along. So my next reaction is going to be Fourth Impact, and the song is called Never Enough, and I believe this is taken from the Greatest Showman. And I'd like to say a big massive thank you for David Samoti, who has recommended me this as well as sending me the link, so thank you very much. And I will do more shout outs as I'm going along. So my next reaction is the Fourth Impact and Never Enough. But before that, if this is your first time coming over to my channel, then please go over to my homepage and work your way from the bottom all the way up to the top, because there are some fantastic, terrific, amazing artists which I do not want you to miss out on. And I am talking about amazing artists with low subscribers and views, but also amazing artists, established artists with high subscribers and high views. And I would love you to do a comparison and come to the realization that these particular artists with low subscribers and low views are equally as good as any top list A-list artist out there, and I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Now I'm going to read a couple of your messages and then go straight into my next reaction. Now this is going to be the dreamers messages. I'm not yet, I want to become a dreamer, but I feel that in order for me to become a dreamer, I must establish not only the names but pick them out and say, right, okay, you know, that's Miley there, and you know, and so on and so on. So I want to, I'm putting a bit harder on myself, but you know, a true dreamer would know who they are and not get confused with them. So this is my 3rd reaction, and so I'm nowhere near the level where I want to be, but I know with your guidance and with your passion of putting me straight on the right path and educating me with certain information, I know that I'm going to do well. And I just feel the love and support, and I'm going to show you what I mean. David Alone, good morning. He goes, my apologies for any broken bones you may have suffered at the end of my fellow dreamers. We are telling them to limit their things to a simple bloodletting. Thank you very much for that. Ken Milton, Uncle Momo, in my opinion, but just getting them confused is as natural as sleeping until you become a true dreamer. And many reactors don't know their names. It's not just you. Show me someone who does not make a mistake, and I'll show you someone who's doing nothing. So thank you for that. Jamone Israel, I hope I'm saying your name right. Uncle Momo, you still give us energetic and entertainment reaction. It's okay about the mistakes. At your last reaction was not perfect. Thanks for supporting Fourth Impact. Larry Larson, great reactions. Totally agree. These women are not among the best in the world. They are on top of others and should aspire to be on the top level. Is that Inantis? I hope I'm saying your name right. They are covering the Soang Korean singer cover song of Bridge of Troubled Water by Simon Garfunkel, you know, a traditional song. I've got David Samoti. Like I said, he's the one who's recommended me this next track, Never Enough. Beat and D-Boy, good morning. RHH808, much better reaction this time, Uncle Momo. I've got to be honest, your first video you done on Fourth Impact, there were so many mistakes, I know. I still got a couple of bruises, but I'm recovering. And I replied back saying, well, you know what? As well as receiving bruises, the amazing dreamers has also provided bandages for my bruises as well. So I'm in a great place. Ken Novo, good morning. How you doing? He goes, so glad that you survived the beat up and came back for more Fourth Impact. Look, it's like a moth to a fly. You know, the moth knows that it's going to get burned to. I mean, a moth to a light. You know, those not strobe lights, those fluorescent lights. They keep on going to it because they think it's the moon, but they not, and it hurts. You know, but they can't help it. So no matter how many times I'm gonna maybe make mistakes and get bruises, I'm always gonna come back to the Fourth Impact because I love what they bring. I'm going on way too much about that. And apologies that I've gone way over the mark. I will do some more shout outs after, but I just want to recognize the dreamers who have particularly taken me underneath their wings, and there's so many of you. Thank you so much for that. Right, let's go straight into Fourth Impact with Never Enough. What am I expecting? Loveliness. What am I expecting? What are you expecting? We'll see if I'm right without getting the names right. Well, I've got the names, but I'm talking about putting the names to the faces. We'll see if I can do that. But I'm looking forward to it anyway. But anyway, without further ado, you know what we're here for. Great vocabs and a damn good video audio music. Can you dig it?
I'm trying to hold my breath.
Is that Selena?
Let it stay this way. Can't let this moment end. You set off a dream in me, getting louder now. Can you hear it echoing? Take my hand. Will you share this with me? 'Cause darling, without you, all the shine of a thousand spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Towers of gold are still so little. These hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough, never be enough for me. Never, 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 never for me, for me. Never enough, never enough, never enough.
Oh, that's Simon.
For me, for me, for me. All the shine of a thousand spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough, never be enough for me. Never, 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 never for me, for me. Never enough, never, never enough, never, never, never enough for me, for me, for me. For me.
So that was Fourth Impact with Never Enough, and I believe it's from The Greatest Showman. So correct me now. Listen, correct me. Please correct me, and I know you will, my dreamers, not my dreamers, you know, the Fourth Impact dreamers, which hopefully I will become a member soon, but that's depending on the present dreamers letting me say, you know, allow me to get the ticket to go through. So I'm not by any means there yet, but I'm on my way. It's my journey. So I'm happy that, you know, once again, the support. Right, let's go straight into the review on there. You know what they're beginning to remind me of? As they're doing the harmonies, do you remember the family group called The Cause? I believe they were sort of like an Irish group called The Cause. It was 3 sisters and I believe 2 brothers. And they had this amazing, wonderful texture of harmonies. Brilliant harmonies. They remind me of like The Cause, but also, do you remember SWV? Is it SWV? SWV? Don't go changing waterfalls. Listen to the rivers and the river you're winning to. They reminded me of that. No, that was TLC, wasn't it? No, SWV was I get so weak in the knees, I can hardly speak. No, that song. And it's knocking me off of my feet. You know that song? Canada, but in love, it makes me weak. They reminded me of all that kind of fusion in there. So it'd be absolutely amazing to find out who are the inspirations of female vocalists? Who would they listen to when they were younger? I noticed that when it comes to either South Korea, Indonesia and the Philippines, that when it comes to listening to the inspiration of music, they go for the goddess of music, of soul, you know, the Aretha Franklins, and, you know, they know the history of soul. So when you see them singing and putting the emphasis in it and the emotions into it, you know what kind of type of artist inspires them. You know what I mean? And I'm seeing it, so it's smacking me right in the face, and it's coming apparent every time that I'm watching these amazing, formidable artists singing. Individually, I'm trying to pinpoint. It seems to me that Mylene and Irene are the 2 main singers. Let me know about that. And then it comes Amira and Selena is the ones that, you know, do the backings to the, you know, doing the harmonies elements. I know that they, because you have told me that they have individually carried out their own like a solo piece to their music, which hopefully, you know, when they make an album, they'll have a mixture of each of them doing their solo piece as well as the, you know, a group piece as well. But it seems to me that, correct me if I'm wrong, it was Irene that started off, and then Mylene came in after. And then cool. I hope I'm getting it right. I've written it something like who I think it is. Amira is the one that was at the end with the jeans jacket. Let me know if I'm correct or if I'm wrong. But if that means that, if that's right, then it must have been Selena that had done the powerhouse, you know, the end notes, you know, that high note. Well, not high, but it was a power high note. Well, it was a high note because I can't do that high note anyway. But so, correct me if I'm wrong. If I am wrong, then that was my first attempt of identifying and naming. It doesn't help when these beautiful, amazing females keep on changing their freaking hairstyle. It's like one moment, I know that once I get it, they're going to change their hairstyle, and I'm going to like, no, you can't change your hairstyle now. I've just got who you are. Also, their eyes, you let me know about their eyes, because have they got blue eyes? Have they got these hazel eyes? Their eyes are absolutely amazing. Look, they are beautiful. You know that, I know that, you know that they're beautiful. And what makes it even more beauty is what's coming out of their mouths. It's these angelic tones. It's just like, it just never disappoints. And then you get this fluctuation of raw emotion when they all sing their harmonies. And I think, like I said, it's that SWV tone. Please check it out, SWV, when they're singing, like I said, Weak at the Knees. I can't remember what the song is, but when they all sing together in the harmonies, you hear that tone, and it is exactly the same tone, high pitch harmonies that they're bringing it. And it just reminds me, I can't remember that song. I think it's I get so weak in the knees, I can hardly speak, da-na-na-na-na-na. And you know when they knock me right out of my feet, you know that song, can you do my life? You know, they should do that song as a cover. Oh, that would be wicked if they done that song. I'm going to go on to, I know they have the live stream on Saturdays and Sunday. Thank you very much for telling me. But wouldn't that be amazing if they done that R&B song, I think it's SWV, or I hope it's SWV. Because I thought it's not TLC. I think it's SWV. Let me know about that. You know that song? I know you guys know that song. But wouldn't that be amazing if they done that song? Wow, they will blow it up apart. I mean, look, no, don't get me wrong. Whatever song that they do, that Bruno Mars song took me to pieces, and I can't apologize as much immensely how wrong I got so many different things. But you know what? I deserve the beating, and I'm here. And thank you very much for my bandages that you have put on me and looked after me and taken care of me on that. But wow, that would be absolutely amazing. The thing about Fourth Impact, when you hear them sing, and certainly covers, you can't help to fall into that luxury zone of saying, oh, I would love you to sing that song, or oh, I would love you to sing that song, or oh, I would love you to sing that song. But also deep within, you're like, oh, I can't wait for your album to come out. What is your album going to be like if you're doing all these kind of different kind of covers? What's it going to be like? What are you going to be bringing into it? What kind of, what is the message in between that? Because, look, they're beautiful women, and they could go that way or that way. I'm glad that they're independent, number one, which you guys are so to put out for me. I'm glad that they're independent for a number of reasons. That they're not going to be controlled on the dress sense, and B, the way how, certain women in the music industry absolutely lose the plot and be very revealing with their outfits and all that kind of stuff, thinking that being revealing is going to sell more tickets or sell more albums or sell more this. What sells is your vocals, and what should always be pinpointed is how amazing your vocal capabilities are, because that's what music, one part the producer, because he's hats off to the producer because they've got to do their thing, but the other hand is music. What can you sing, and how can you sing, and the way how you sing, how are you going to captivate me sing, how am I going to be emotionally tied in the way how you sing. Those things are the fundamental parts of becoming successful. But right back now, the music industry is so topsy-turvy that they're trying to throw in other ingredients. Oh, well, you got to wear this, or you got just like that, or you got to have this. No, it shouldn't be like that. And I love how, because they're independent, this shows me how much of a girl power influence that they have, that they're not going to be followed into or be scrutinized or be submitted to the realms of what the music industry demands. Because who makes up these rules? It's not us. We know what we want. We want an artist that can sing. That's a full and most of all, an artist that can sing, an artist that can bring that high-end entertainment value with their vocals. Yes, then you got to, if you want to dance, fine. If you want to do this dance, but you just shown Fourth Impact sitting down. They were sitting down, singing. They let their vocals talk. Do you know how many artists out there will risk sitting down and singing? They won't, because they feel that, oh, I've got to give more. If you are a powerhouse singer, then you know what you want, you know what you've got, and you know that you are a gem, then you're not going to muck about. You're going to give what the dreamers thoroughly deserve, and the dreamers will deserve to listen. They pay attention. They know what good music is. They know, and you're doing covers. You ain't even done your songs yet. So imagine that. I'm losing the plot right about now by feeling my butterflies and feeling all these kind of different kind of emotions towards the Fourth Impact and what they bring to the table, as in unique, their vocals, their presence on stage, their stage presence on stage, the fundamental drive in going through regardless what anybody else is saying. Simon Cowell's missed out on a big massive thing. I thought Simon Cowell was still there under Simon Cowell's label. But what I'm understanding is, after they've done the X Factor tour, they went back to the Philippines and they said no to this record label because they didn't like what the contract is. They didn't like what certain things, and it just showed that they're sisters. That's number one. If there was individual groups, if there was individual, just friends or just being made up and put together, I think it would have been a different kind of situation. Maybe they would have taken a deal. But because they're sisters, they've grown up in the same household. They've got that love. They've got the groundedness. They know where they've come from and where they want to strive to become. Yeah, they know that they are true diamonds, true gems. They know a lot of things, and that's what's keeping them so grounded to say yes to this and say no to that. And above all, know that they can do it themselves. For that reason, not only a powerhouse vocals, but girl power as well. And I salute you. Brilliant in every kind of angles.